Here's how to play Neo's So Sick in D minor. Now that's not the original key, so if you want to play along with the recording, follow the link below to my other tutorial video which shows you how to do that. But if you're just playing by yourself, stick with this one as it's slightly easier. What I'll do is I'll just play it straight through, then I'll break it down, and then I'll finish by playing it at half speed. Here goes. Then there are also the chords in the bridge. So all of that makes up the whole accompaniment for the whole song. So starting with the right hand, I think the bit that'll need the most practice is those opening few pairs of notes. So the top notes are these four, played with those four fingers. It's a bit of a stretch. Then your thumb plays. So putting those together. Practice that lots of times until you have it at speed. May take a bit of time. The next couple of bits in the right hand are pretty straightforward. You just have, well, that's these three notes with these three fingers, and then that's these three notes with the same three, and then the next bit is the same three fingers again, but on these. In the left hand, you have some tricky fingering. Start with your fifth, but use your fourth on B flat. That's a bit of a huge stretch. If you have smaller hands than me, you may have to hit that bass note and let go of it. And just watch out for the fingering on the next two. When you play C and G, use your fifth and second fingers because it sets you up to play the next pair at the beginning of the repetition more easily. Now for the coordination. Well, that's straightforward enough. First pair on the right hand goes with the first bass note, and second pair goes with the second note on the left hand. You then have this by itself, and that pair goes with a B flat bass note. So you then have a B flat by itself. Next bit. So the G and F go together, and then the F and A go together, and you have an A by itself. Then in the next part, the C and E go together, and the D and F go together. So I think the first bit's reasonably straightforward in terms of coordination. The really nasty bit is the next one. So the way I'll explain that is talking about groups of three notes in the right hand. So I'll call that one group. So first of all, you get these B flats in the left hand coinciding with the C in the right hand to begin with. You then have 5 1/2 of these groups, actually 5 1/3, before the next B flat comes in. I'll show you what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then in the second part of that, the B flats in the left hand coincide with the E's in the right hand. So the coordination's different for the second pair of B flats. Finally, the chords in the bridge. In the bass, you just have 4th on C and 5th on B flat. Then in the right hand, you're using these 3 fingers again for both. So that's your first chord in the right hand. And the second chord is exactly the same, just move down a step on the white notes. You then just have a couple of linking notes. So 4th on F. And then when you repeat that, you lead back into it with 5th on G, 4th on F, and you hit that first chord again. Make sure you hit this G on an offbeat. So if I count at the same time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Finally, here's the whole thing at half speed. And the bridge. Back to the start. Happy practicing.